refreshed then.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Now, in talking to you in the past, I kind of call you the father of cyber PHA. I mean, when we're talking about the consequence based risk assessment, is it possible to conduct a cyber process hazard analysis or cyber PHA or a cyber bow tie, and how do they benefit any kind of organization?
Yeah. So yeah, I've certainly been doing these for a long time. So my background is well, I started as a process control automation engineer. I started specializing in safety instrumented systems and functional safety about kind of midway through my career. And then I transitioned to cyber. So it was kind of natural for me to look at safety, functional safety engineering and techniques and apply them to cyber. And I'm not alone. There dozens of people that have also kind of made that connection that, hey, we have really good, pretty mature processes for measuring process safety risk. And in OT, the we're also really ultimately we're interested in process safety or process integrity, maybe a better term, is
Hmm.
uh, if an OT system is compromised, it could result in a safety incident. It could initiate a safety incident, or it could prevent a safety incident from safety systems from properly responding. So there's a tight connection between process safety and industrial cybersecurity, as well as a cyber incident could also result in unwanted downtime and shutting down facilities and regulatory impacts. And there's a lot of connections between the two. Um, and really, a lot of people, myself included, think that the the safety process safety engineering discipline and the industrial cybersecurity engineering discipline need to be connected and harmonized in many ways, or at least informing um, the people designing safety should be informing cyber and vice versa. And a way to do that is through a cyber HAZOP or cyber PHA, or now we're also leveraging bow tie analysis, which again is another technique that came from safety engineering that um, myself and many others in the industry are now using that technique to do a cyber analysis.
Hmm.
What all of these methods have in common, whether you're talking about the HAZOP or the bow tie method, is it's a structured method, and it takes the system that you're looking at and it breaks it down into manageable components. When you're doing a safety analysis, we usually take the P and ID diagrams and we identify nodes and we discuss the hazards associated with that node. In a cyber HAZOP or cyber PHA, it's the same thing. We're taking the control system and we're breaking it down into manageable what here we call zones and conduits.
Hmm.
The the consequences of compromise, we can if a HAZOP or a LOPA study has been conducted, a safety study has been conducted, that really can inform the cyber, because what you do, you go through those lists of here are all the bad things that could happen to this system. Now, many of them could never be caused by cyber. A pipe corroding and having a loss of containment, that can't be caused by cyber. Um, but a valve failing to open when it's supposed to, a pump failing to shut off when it's supposed to, um, or vice versa, those could be caused by cyber, because ultimately those final elements are usually controlled by a control system.
Sure.
Um, and so if the control system is compromised, it could initiate that event that you've identified in your safety study. Um, Sometimes the valve is just stuck. If it's mechanically stuck, that's not cyber. But if the valve is stuck because it's being instructed, improperly instructed to be in the wrong position, that is a cyber
Sure.
incident. So what I like about cyber HAZOP, cyber PHA, cyber Bowties, you're taking that engineering discipline from safety and you're applying it to, and you're looking at it now from a cyber lens.
Mhm.
Could cyber cause these unsafe conditions, and what barriers, what controls do we have in place to prevent that? Are they enough? Do we have
Mhm.
enough barriers to prevent that? And if not, what could we do to improve those? So it's a
Mhm.
very structured analytical approach, and it ties the cyber to actual consequences.
Mhm.